Welcome to this review of New Japan Pro Wrestling's Dominion in Osaka Hall. Don't forget, this is just a review, so don't downvote the video. I don't understand why people do that. This is a review. If you want to watch the proper show, head on over to njpwworld.com and watch the show for yourself. In the main event, we had Tetsuya Naito defending his IWGP Heavyweight Championship against Kazuchika Okada. The main event is actually on right now. I've got it on the side while I do this review. So let's get right into it by going all the way back to the beginning, where we had Jay White, David Finlay, and Juice Robinson versing Hiroyoshi Tenzan, Manabu Nakanishi, and Satoshi Kojima. This is Jay White's last match before heading to Ring of Honor for an excursion. I don't know how long he's going to Ring of Honor, but I assume it's going to be from anywhere to 6 to 12 months. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see about that. As for now, Juice Robinson calls Manabu a motherfucker. They seem to be doing that a lot. And then Manabu does a pretty sick crossbody, which I have never seen Manabu Nakanishi do before, and for an old guy and someone that shouldn't be able to move like that, he actually did really good, and I marked out for it. I thought that was pretty sick. However, Jay White does tap out to the Anaconda Vice by Hiroyoshi Tenzan. Jay White then gets on the microphone and says that New Japan has always been his home, and he will be back soon enough when he won't be a young lion anymore. He will be a proper member of the New Japan roster. He actually said the whole thing in Japanese, so that was really cool. His Japanese is pretty good. I wouldn't say fluent, but it's very impressive, more than I can do, obviously. Next up, we had the debut of Adam Page in the Bullet Club. He teamed up with Bad Luck Fale and Yujiro Takahashi to take on Captain New Japan, Togi Makabe, and Yoshi Tatsu. The camera crew missed Adam Page's shooting star headbutt off the ring apron. Terrible job. They missed a couple of other spots. I don't know what happened there. Captain New Japan sucks. He loses by getting pinned by Adam Page, and then Adam Page puts a noose around Captain New Japan's neck and throws him over the top rope. However, Yoshitatsu and Togi Makabe make the save. Next up, we had Tomohiro Ishii and Yoshihashi versing Bushi and Sanada. I actually had to go take out the rubbish during this match, so I kind of missed most of it. I did return towards the end where Yoshihashi made Sanada tap out. The crowd went wild. I think that's awesome, because hopefully this means that we'll see Yoshihashi appear in the G1. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Next up, we had Evil versing Hiroki Goto. It was an okay match. They just brawl and fight and punch and kick, and Evil does his terrible chair spot, but at least he didn't actually throw Goto into the ring post, this time with the chair around his neck that he seems to like to do for some reason. Goto hits his finisher, and yeah, it wasn't that great of a match, nothing special. Next up, we had a 4-way tag team match for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles. We had Matt Sydal and Ricochet defending their titles against Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, Beretta and Rocky Romero, and the Young Bucks, which is Matt Jackson and Nick Jackson. I'm glad the Young Bucks are back. We get to hear Nick Jackson and Matt Jackson tell people to suck it all the time. That's what they like to do. A pretty cool double sliced bread by Rocky Romero onto Bobby Fish and Matt Jackson. However, Roppongi get eliminated by the Young Bucks. Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly get eliminated by the Young Bucks. Then Red Dragon get back in the ring and attack Ricochet and Matt Sydal. A lot more flippy stuff by the Young Bucks and Ricochet and Matt Sydal. And then the Young Bucks hit the Undertaker on Sydal for the win to become the 5-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. Big surprise there, but I guess they are a solid team in New Japan. Next up, we had IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion Kushida defending his title against Will Ospreay. I didn't think this was that good of a match. Just a lot of flippy stuff by Will Ospreay and Kushida. A bunch of kicks and punches and submissions, and nothing really that remarkable, to be honest. Ospreay ends up tapping to the hoverboard lock. I don't think it was that great of a match. I only wrote down 2 notes for it. Next up, we had the IWGP Tag Team Champions Tama Tonga and Tangaloa defending their titles against Jay Briscoe and Mark Briscoe. Tangaloa powerbombs Jay Briscoe onto the ring apron. However, the Briscoes do win to become as IWGP Tag Team Champions. Not a lot in this match, just a lot of brawling. However, at the end we see Adam Page and Yujiro attack the Briscoes after the match, and then Adam hangs Mark with his noose over the rope again. I guess that means that Adam Page and Yujiro will be going for the tag titles next. Next up, we had Yuji Nagata defending his Never Openweight title against Katsuyori Shibata. We get a nice video package of Nagata's history and what he does, and Yuji Nagata comes out with everyone that Shibata has previously beaten. beaten, and Nagata reverses a PK kick. They kick each other in the chest a couple times, they chop each other and punch, and then Shibata puts Nagata in the sleeper hold and PK kicks him for the win to get his title and become a 2-time never openweight champion. However, something different happened at the end where Shibata shakes hands with Nagata, shows them a bit of respect, and to the other guys as well, which was very nice. I didn't think he was going to do that. He seemed to hate most of them. In the semi-main event, we have Kenny Omega defending his Intercontinental Championship against Michael Elgin in the first ever ladder match in New Japan Pro Wrestling history. And to show that off, we got a sweet video package about the history of the company, and this being the first ever ladder match in the company. We get two people dressed up in Kenny Omega and Michael Elgin costumes, and they are wearing Kenny Omega and Michael Elgin face masks. I thought that was pretty cool. We get to the match. The ref realizes that the Young Bucks are hiding underneath the ring. He ejects them from ringside. Kenny does a tope over the rope onto Elgin on the outside. Page and Yujiro run in and attack Michael Elgin. However, Elgin fights both of them off with a ladder. A whole lot of throwing each other into ladders between Kenny and Elgin. Elgin front suplexes Kenny on a ladder. Elgin swings Kenny into the ladder, but Kenny lands on it and does a backflip. However, Elgin lawn darts Kenny into the ladder again. Kenny goes for a crossbody. Elgin stops it, and then Kenny throws Elgin into a ladder. Kenny does a really sick deadlift powerbomb. He just picks up Elgin from the ground and powerbombs him onto the ladder. Kenny and Michael brawl in the ring. They trade lariats and kicks and punches, and they fight on top of the ladder. Kenny takes out two tables on the outside. However, Elgin powerbombs Kenny onto the two tables. They don't break, which is a shame. I think it would have been great if they broke. It would have made that little bit much better. However, it doesn't break. Elgin climbs the ladder to go for the title. Matt and Nick Jackson run in the ring and spray Elgin in the face. They super kick Elgin. Nick handcuffs Elgin to the ring ropes. The crowd boo, obviously. They don't like this. Captain New Japan and Yoshi Tatsu make their way to the ring for the save. However, they both get super kicked, but then Seidel and Ricochet make the save. I have to say, Togi Makabe is on commentary for this whole match, and he doesn't really do anything. He probably should have. Kenny hits Seidel and Ricochet with bins. Kenny then goes onto the ladder. Elgin breaks the handcuffs, throws Kenny off the ladder into the pile of other juniors. Then Elgin grabs the title for the win to become a first-time IWGP Intercontinental Champion. I'm actually okay with this because this means Kenny Omega is going to be in the G1 Climax 26. Hopefully he'll win it, but I guess we'll see. Then we come to the main event. It is IWGP Heavyweight Champion Tetsuya Naito defending his title against Kazuchika Okada. Now, the Osaka crowd absolutely hate Naito, so they respectively boo him. Naito gets a handshake from Kidani, which is the owner of New Japan. The crowd kind of boo that as well. Okada says he wants this match to be one-on-one, so Naito tells the Los Ingobernables people to go to the back. So they do. Naito body slams Okada on the ramp and then drop kicks him. Okada drop kicks Naito as well, and I thought that was really cool. The match is still going on now. A lot of trading with punches and kicks and drop kicks and reverse of finishes. Okada just drop kicked Naito in the ring again, and Naito looks tired. Okada picks up Naito, and Okada goes for the tombstone. However, Naito kind of wiggles out of it a little bit. Okada tries his best to get Naito up for the tombstone. However, Naito refuses. Okada uppercuts Naito. Then he goes for the tombstone again. Naito reverses it into the Destino. Out of nowhere. That was sick. Then Naito picks him up, goes for the Destino again. However, Okada reverses that into the tombstone pile driver. Okada then picks up Naito, hits the Rainmaker, but Naito kicks out. Naito kicked out. It was great. Okada then goes for a German suplex, hits it, goes for the Rainmaker again. Naito reverses that into the Destino. Then Okada goes for the tombstone. Naito then rolls up Okada for the 2 count. Okada hits the Rainmaker again, hits it another time, so that's at least 2 times. And then Okada goes for the Rainmaker for a 3rd time and hits it and gets the win. Okada wins the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. I have to admit, I'm a bit disappointed Naito lost to Okada, but I guess this kind of means Naito may win the G1 Climax this year and then head to Wrestle Kingdom to face Okada, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. That is it for this review of New Japan Pro Wrestling's Dominion 6.19 in Osaka Joe Hall. A long 4-hour show. Don't forget to head on over to njpwworld.com. Go and watch it. I will see you for the G1 Climax in July. See you then.